Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your timeless message. This message is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Venus, or Venus and Cancer. If you have found this message, then it is meant for you. Okay, so I pulled one card for you off camera already. And in the tarot, you got the Seven of Swords as your first energy. This Seven of Swords is labeled, in this deck, is labeled as futility, or something basically being futile. You're fighting hard for something that may not necessarily be meant for you to fight as hard for. This energy is coming out differently for me in a strange and a unique kind of way, because you are manifesting something. I have picked up on the energy that you are in the manifestation process. You are looking to materialize something and bring it into your life. But there may be other things that you are holding onto very dearly that is not leaving space for you to be able to manifest what it is that you're manifesting. The Seven of Swords can come off as an energy that is kind of combative, almost like you are fighting with other people, or like there's an energy that is trying to overpower one another. And it's like something that you, not you necessarily, but something that you're trying to make happen, or try to make happen under the radar, as if you feel as if spirit is not watching you, or like, you are not being watched. Because the Seven of Swords, it's like there's this sneaky energy of, usually, normally it is depicted as an energy that is trying to take something of someone else's. And I'm not saying that that's what you are doing. I'm saying that you are trying to make something happen in your life. And it's kind of almost like without the help of other people. You kind of just want to do it, not the hard way, but in a way that really showcases your strength, and saying, at the end of the day, I got it done all by myself. And this may not be how you are supposed to be going about your manifestation process. We have the moon in Aquarius here with the Seven of Swords energy. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands with strength, and the moon in Sagittarius. So either of those placements could be yours. You could have moon in Aquarius, moon in Sagittarius, or just have those two energies heavily in your chart. But the Seven of Swords in correlation to the Nine of Wands is saying that it is going to take you some strength to kind of like guide yourself back to your own truth in this manifestation process, because you want to manifest authentically. You want to manifest your true heart's desires, not just what you thought that you desired. I'm going to get into your oracle to see more about what this message is for you. But as I was shuffling, I saw the manifestation card while I was thinking about grabbing a manifestation deck for you. It felt very synchronistic and aligned, as that energy that is trying to come out for you. You're trying to manifest something. You're trying to make it appear. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck here, signifying this is what you're trying to manifest. And Spirit is asking you for a little bit of patience. Now, this is the one. This is the one that always be getting folks, me included. I am folks. We are folks. Patience. The kind of life that we all envision ourselves to live. It's not something that, the kind of life that we are aiming for is not spur of the moment. We don't want a spur of the moment of wealth, and then just as quickly as it came, it left. Like, I feel like we all want stability in our life. We will all want long-lasting stability in our life. We, want it to be a bit, not unpredictable, but a bit free form, free flowing. But we also want stability. Like, we want to be able to, travel or roam freely, but also have roots to come back to, stable roots, not anything that we left off and then we have to rebuild once we come back kind of situation, if that makes sense. So the patience card is Spirit's way of asking you, you know, how can you be more patient? Where can we call that energy more into your life so that you are at ease with the process? I feel like, especially with the Seven of Swords energy out, it's kind of like you're not at ease because you're so busy trying to make something happen. I feel like you may be trying to take control over the manifestation process. Like, okay, I've already asked for what I'm asking for, and now I gotta go make it happen. When it's like, okay, you can only do so much. Like, you can only do as much as you have available to you in that moment. And that doesn't mean that you are lacking or without, or you need certain things in your life in order to make movement happen in your life. And that's not the case whatsoever. I'm going to keep shuffling. I just want one specific message for Cancer, please, Spirit. What do they need to know in this manifestation process? Just one. Okay. Well, of course, new moon in Cancer. Relax. Okay. And so I'm not 100% sure when our next new moon in Cancer is. I'm not... caught up on the calendar like that. But at this moment, at this timeless moment, when you are watching this message, Spirit is asking you to relax because you, again, are tense. You are preparing. You are trying to, get away with certain things, doing certain things like overworking yourself in order to get to your desire, knowing that, there's a healthier way to go about it. Okay, Spirit. That one I really wanted to show. New moon in Scorpio. So you also may have Scorpio in your chart as well. Go deeper. So there's a lot of new moon energy out here for you. And that is showing me that this is a more introspective time for you. The full moon is where things are bright, where you are showcasing, when you are showing, and the new moon is, again, something more hidden, more internal, more to self, than more so like, telling everyone, today is self-care Sunday and look at how I'm relaxing, instead of just relaxing fully for yourself without the need to shine in that moment, if that makes sense, because I hope that does make sense. At the bottom of the deck, you have first quarter moon in Aquarius, more Aquarius energy. Trust the universe. So during this manifestation process, Spirit is wanting you to trust the universe, trust that energetically they know what it is that you want. Spirit, the universe, your ancestors and your angels. Ooh, too many. Aries energy coming out. Trust that they know and that they hear you and that they know what you want. Trust that things are working in your favor even when you are not seeing them, even when you are not fully aware of the things that are happening around you or for you. And Spirit is asking you to go deeper within yourself. Less external focus, it feels like. Less external focus on the manifestation process, on the things that you're trying to bring into your life, and more internal focus on how you can grow the energy of patience within you, how you can be connected to your abundance. Jupiter, grow and expand. So this is definitely an expansive time for you right now, Cancer. You are experiencing a lot of growth. Libra, at the bottom of the deck, consideration, fairness, and harmony. I think that during the manifestation process, you're going to have a lot of either thoughts or ideas or something that you are needing to weigh the fairness of, the reality of. That's a very specific message for someone. Like, you're considering something, you could be making a choice. This could be a choice to sign certain legal documents, because Libra can rule over legality of certain issues or things like that. But overall, in general, your life is coming into harmony at this moment. I think you are more interested in going deeper within your subconscious. It's probably not the more exciting thing that you are interested in, because sometimes Scorpio can get a little too deep for Cancer, or it can be a little too deep for Cancer, because Scorpio is the fixed energy of water, and I believe Cancer is the cardinal. So it's like, yeah, I'm good with, I would love to initiate this with you, but you be going like into the soul kind of depth for Scorpio. So not letting that scare you by going deeper into your subconscious and learning what is rooted, what ideas and thoughts about yourself are rooted, and why you feel as if you have to move a different way in the world than other people with the Seven of Swords. Because that's like I have to do it this way in order to get the outcome that I need. Meanwhile, in the manifestation process, we are all equal. Like, we all are meant to relax and let go of our desires in order to achieve them. No one is different. No one has to work harder than the other. And of course, divine abundance at the bottom of the deck. You are divinely abundant, Cancer. I'm going to read this in 1 second. You also have right action, which is what we've been talking about this whole time. Taking the right action. Let everything that wants to go, and everything that wants to come. Okay. So in this manifestation process, definitely going more with the flow. I feel like that could also be a difficulty for you right now, is like a tendency to hold on to the things that make you feel good, that make you feel comfortable. And sometimes those are the things that aren't necessarily meant to stay in our life. Those are the things that we're actually meant to muster up all of the strength in our bodies, in ourselves, in order to let go. And that's in order to manifest the things that you desire. So what is it that you can let go of, Cancer? What is it that you can let go of in order to claim your own victory? You have Jupiter and Leo here with victory. This is the Six of Wands, but I'm going to keep shuffling. You could be receiving some recognition. Some recognition that you've been keeping your eye out for, or maybe it's recognition that you weren't expecting. With the Knight of Cups here, which has come out for another sign as well, you could be connected to it. You are being called to be led with your heart, to lead with your heart, to follow your authentic desires, is what we've been talking about this whole time. And maybe you're like, well, I really don't know what that is. Maybe you don't feel like you have a good grasp of what it is that you are connected to deeply, on a deep level. And that's okay. Again, the trying to figure it out part is where blockages do come in. Let me go back to this card because I forgot to read it. Your Divine Abundance card. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. So this could also be connected to you doing something and not thinking about the financial outcome of it first. And maybe with the Seven of Swords here, you convince yourself here and there, oh yeah, I'm not in it for the money, knowing damn well that, you know, there's a bag at the end of it that you're interested in. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly okay to have earthly needs and wants, which is controlled by the material. It's the action, the continued action of going after things, simply because you feel like this is it. This is the thing that will help me grow and expand, will help me find my abundance. This is the thing. When it could be anything, and it could be something that you are completely, caught off from. So this is feeling like you are looking for the purpose. You are looking for your purpose. You are being driven, like there's a part of you that wants to find it sooner rather than later. But there's no such thing. Like, there is no direct timing on when you should find your purpose. It just happens. And more than likely, it is a purpose that has been with us this whole time, and we are viewing it in a new or a different way, or with a different perspective, growing into our adulthood. But the divine abundance is saying to find the thing that doesn't make you chase your abundance that you already have. Find the thing that doesn't make you want to chase it. Just knowing that you are relaxed in the state of manifestation, being and doing exactly what you want to do. Not because you are trying to expand. The growth is natural in that aspect. You have also the Knight of Swords, a lot of knights, a lot of action, a lot of being driven. So it's not just your heart that is driving you at this time. It's also ideas. Like, you have a lot of good ideas that are coming to you, Cancer, and Spirit may be asking you to drop those things down, so that you aren't moving too fast, that you forget what once was a dream, because even that thing could be a part of your purpose as well, or a part of your purpose to experience. You have the Ten of Wands with oppression here. So this is what you are overcoming. And this is very energetic. It could be something that connects to you mentally as well, where you feel oppressed, you feel suppressed mentally. But you have Saturn and Sagittarius here, and that's a difficult energy to be working with. A lot of Sagittarius energy, by the way, has been coming out for you. So I'm seeing Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer, of course, and we have Jupiter. I thought we had Jupiter twice. Excuse me. But Saturn's energy over Sagittarius feels very oppressive. You feel as if you want to explore, but there is a blockage. Like, you feel blocked. And it starts within your mind. I can see that here with the representation of the swords here. It starts within your mind, and it's so deep. It's so deep that it affects your energy. So there's an unlocking process that you're going through right now, where you are trying to release this burden. You're trying to release this oppression. And whether it has come from, family, whether it has come from society, whether it stems solely from yourself, because you are just that restrictive on yourself. It will look differently for every Cancer placement, but you have the key. You have the key, and the key is something that you're trying to find. Like, how can I be less oppressed? How can I be less stifled? How can I embrace whatever Sagittarian energy you have in your chart? Because there's a lot of fire energy coming out that wants to be expressed. It wants to be free. And you have almost convinced yourself into not. Like, it's like you've convinced yourself to go about it the tactical or the practical or the logical way. We have the Five of Cups with disappointment, and that has led in disappointment in the past. It will more than likely be a continuous theme when you are being driven, again, by lackluster desires or desires that do not feel purposeful to you. This cycle is ending. It's changing. You don't want to continuously act on things and be disappointed. Even if you, achieve the thing that you were acting on, even if you achieve the thing that you thought was your truest desire, it won't feel the same as your real purpose. You have success with the Six of Pentacles. Yes, success, Moon and Taurus here as well. So this could be another placement that one of you Cancerians has. But this, again, when you go deeper, when you ask yourself, okay, well, why was this situation deemed to be successful, but it still felt disappointing? Or why was this something that didn't work out and I was less disappointed than I thought? And it's like, what are you moving towards? What are you moving towards, and what are you letting go of? What expectations are you letting go of at this time? And how are you patiently allowing yourself to come to new conclusions? Because it will start for you emotionally before anything else, Cancer. You will feel it emotionally before you see it physically, before you feel it spiritually. You will feel it emotionally, and Spirit doesn't want you to be overwhelmed by these things. You have the Hanged Man, and it did fly out in reverse. And so much like your other water counterpart, Scorpio, which is a lot of energy in here, a lot of Scorpio energy in here. The Hangman in reverse is you finding a new liberation, being liberated by the free-flowing aspect of your life, living freely, moving freely, not oppressing yourself, not suppressing your desires or your needs, really allowing yourself to take up space with Jupiter's energy here, and how this is a new way of living for you, a new way of being. Scorpio has actually been working on that strongly for themselves, and I feel like for you, this is something that you are trying to experience more of, and you're trying to follow it intuitively. With the High Priestess energy here, you are trying to listen to your intuition. You're trying to learn what intuition is, what it means. What does your intuition mean? And of course, you know, all the courses in the world can't tell you what, you know, what can tell you is your own feelings, your own internal reflection with the Go Deeper Scorpio energy here, which is also tied to the Five of Cups, and how you have faced a lot of disappointments in the past, but you kind of like brushed over it. I feel like, and Spirit's asking you to look at your own response to your self-care, Cancer. At the bottom of the deck, I say that because you have the Nine of Swords with cruelty. And again, a lot of similar energy to Scorpio's reading, but different in the way that you are internalizing a lot, that you are still unaware of, like how hard you are on yourself, how your self-talk is maybe less encouraging than you actually need it to be, how you have a lot of overwhelming thoughts in general. This could be anxiety. This could be fear of being still or feeling stagnant. This could be anything, Cancer. And it is, you know, it is being called to you to go as deeply as you can, to relax while you are in the depths of yourself, knowing that you don't need to be afraid of yourself. You don't need to be afraid of yourself. You can trust that the universe wouldn't just sit you in a room with yourself just to have you beat yourself up. That's not the point, which is why the Nine of Swords is here to show you, redirect your thoughts. Redirect your thoughts. Know that you are not, you know, you are not placing yourself in another disappointing situation when you are following your truest desires. Your truest desires. And again, maybe they don't feel the most logical to you, but what is logic? How can you say that your desires are not logical if you are desiring them, you are dreaming them up? So they are in some way logical if you can, and it's so cliche, but if you can believe it, you can achieve it, period. You have energy that flew out, and at the bottom of the deck, you do have love. So love is supporting you at this time, helping you to make tough decisions, helping you to, you know, relax. Even it could be, you know, just like I was mentioning, self-care Sunday kind of energy, or it could be like romantic love that is helping you to relax and ease into this new cycle in your life, this new process. Because the 10 of Wands talks about a cycle closing where you are done suppressing yourself. Like you were quite literally over it. You were over being quiet, being compact, being agreeable. Even that feels like you have a lot of energy that you are ready to let out, release, let go of. And you have to go deeper in order to see where these things stem from. Like what what is all this energy? Where did it come from? Why do I feel like it's like whatever I do is not enough? It's because it's not meant to be just that. It's not meant to be just that black and white. You're meant to have a multitude of experiences. It's not necessarily supposed to be things that you can just, memories that you can just place in a box and place in a room, but like experiences that are unexplainable, that don't exist on paper, that can't just be looked back on. Like your mind is going to have hold the kind of memories that you are looking to experience. That's what it feels like. And which there's nothing wrong with taking pictures, having memorabilia, but you are looking for it feels like an outrageous kind of life, a very free, a very freeing life. And that, again, will look differently for everyone. Wow. And we were talking about freeing, but also being stable. And of course, you have the card of the angel number 4 with I am stable and you are Cancer. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. So whether you feel like you are or not, Spirit is saying that you are. Spirit is saying that you are evolving into all of the things that you don't feel like you are. You're evolving into a realization of who you truly are, who you want to present as, who you want to be, what you want to experience in life. And you're not necessarily letting other people dictate that. You're not letting yourself dictate that. You're not letting your mind dictate that, or even past experiences where things felt like disappointment. But it's like, okay, so this is not that situation because I'm doing this with my heart. Like I'm feeling this with my soul. Like I'm literally, for no, apparent reason, being called to do this. And so I'm going to do it. At the bottom of the deck, you do have I am evolving. Substantial change is in your future, period. Embrace the change, a need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. So there's a big change coming into your life. It feels like movement, but we don't really have those kind of cards in here, especially not with the Six of Pentacles. It's more of a grounding energy of being stable. But with the energy card, you have the ability to move as you please. With the Jupiter card, you have the space to be able to move as you please. So I feel like that traveling portion is, completely up to you, Cancer, as to how that comes up in your life. But I can see that there's a lot of movement, a lot of change in your life in general that you are being called to experience, and that you are evolving through. Like you are preparing for the things for the experiences that you are calling into your life. That's why I felt the manifestation so strongly. It's like you are preparing. It's like, how you have a big trip and you have to pack for the trip. You have to make sure you have everything for the trip. And it's not just like clothing. It's necessary things, especially if you have things that you have to worry about before traveling, either out of state or out of country. Moon, changes in your life. Huge, huge changes in your life. Things that you can't see right now. You can't see right now, but you are taking the right action in order to prepare for these changes. Like I said, especially maybe if you're moving overseas or trying to make a big change in your environment in general. This is the energy that you're feeling right now, and you're definitely being called to be patient, of course, but definitely you're feeling it already. Like you're feeling the energy of this reading, you're feeling the energy of what I'm saying. Like you have already felt the energy of letting go of certain things in order to embrace what you feel is coming, because you're very intuitive. At the bottom of the deck, we have with family wishes coming true. So it could be, an ancestral thing where folks in your lineage have wanted to be the broad traveler that you are. And, this is a wish that comes true, that you get to do these things for your lineage, for your ancestry. Table with hard work ahead. So things by no means are just, simple and easy. Jupiter opens the energy to flow. It opens like the energy for things to flow, for things to happen smoothly, but it does involve Saturn's energy of hard work and of fighting the suppressive energy that you feel within you in order to make your abundance, honey, because you got money paths, okay? So a path of money is waiting for you to find it, period. That's what we've been talking about this whole time, of like not being led by the money. Don't be chased. That's why you haven't found the path yet, is because you keep looking for it, but it will find you. And you have the bow energy, or the energy of the bow. You are highly thought of at this time, okay? So even if it's not just ancestry and your family is like straight up, we love what you do. Like, we would love to be able to do what you do, because you're so brave and you're so independent and you're so generous with this kind of energy as well. But this is the experience that you are meant to live out, Cancer. You are meant to know yourself deeply. No matter where you are in the world, you are meant to always be able to connect with yourself first and foremost, connect with your desires first and foremost, and that leads you to other places of where you want to be. So I hope that this reading was concise and it made sense. I kind of felt all over the place, but I hope it was just for you, Cancer. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And comment down below and let me know how your month is going. I would love to hear from you guys. And I will see you in the next reading. Peace.